Hey, everybody, how you doing? Well, that's good. Welcome to PHLY Flyers Pregame, presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use code PHLY365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. My name is Bill Matz. I'm your director of fun and games for the afternoon. Joining me today, it is Broad Street Hockey's Kelly Hinkle. What's up, Hinks?
Bill, I'm tired of being cold.
What is this weather?
I don't know, but I'm done with it.
Why can't it just be like normal?
Yeah.
Just choose one thing. I want the weather to be one thing.
Yeah, just pick
I don't care what it is, honestly, but I just don't want to be guessing every day.
It's going to be this, and then it's going to be 97. Nothing in between.
Nothing in between. That's...
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our hockey podcast.
Welcome. What do you want us to talk about the Flyers for 30 minutes? Honestly, I don't know. It's almost over, and we're all looking forward to it. Quite honestly, that's all the time we have. See you later. Bet365. No, listen, it's Flyers Islanders today, and the one thing I guess I could say positively about this is it's not at night. We don't have to wait around all day for it. I suppose. Listen, it's going to be. Actually, I think this one has a chance to be kind of interesting because both teams have stopped playing defense altogether. That will come around when we get to the bets today. But just taking a look at what the lineup could be, I can't imagine it's anything but what we have seen recently. One thing I was looking forward to potentially, Kelly, was Alex Bump joining the team. Unfortunately, though, good for him and all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, Western Michigan beat Denver in double overtime the other day.
David Carl should be fired, in my opinion.
Yeah, they should probably just give him the boot with no explanation.
No. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Lost to Western Michigan, which is a real school that exists.
It's the Harvard of the Midwest.
That's what people say.
According to Keith Jones.
Keith Jones.
So Western Michigan will be playing in the national championship against BU tonight at 7:30, which means very little chance we can get Alex Bump in the lineup tomorrow afternoon, I would guess.
Seems unlikely.
That would be a pretty quick turnaround.
He's going to have like a pretty big night if it goes well for him.
I mean, win or lose, you have to enjoy yourself.
You're in college,
it's your final college game. It's the national championship, ESPN. So I guess the soonest we could see him is Tuesday. That seems unlikely.
I don't know,
Maybe, but Thursday for the finale, probably the last time or the only chance we have.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if he's like super, oh baby, I can't wait to get an NHL game under my belt. Like, maybe he'll just get himself here quickly.
Sober up.
Yeah, like just, get after it with the boys.
He's 21, 22 years old. He's fine.
Yes, the thing.
You can easily.
No, that's the thing. You recover real quick.
You're not 36 years old and you know what? I need a day. My hangover is actually a day long.
I have one glass of wine. I'm out for the weekend. That's it for me.
He'll be. Maybe we can get him in here by Tuesday, but in all likelihood, we won't be seeing many lineup changes until Thursday.
Doubt it.
We'll see how that goes. We did add Karsen Dorwart. He's played a couple of games. Are you seeing anything interesting? I mean, he can play at the NHL level, it looks like.
Sure, he's fine.
He's fine, and I like guys who can be, even if he's just career depth with the Phantoms.
Yeah.
Cool. You need guys you can call up who are
guys.
Yeah, so that's all well and good.
He's a guy that I assume we will see periodically when someone's injured.
Yeah, but it's not like he's shown us, oh yeah, this guy is the next thing.
Yeah, I don't think they discovered anything.
But it'll probably let him get an off season and a full camp and a new coach who, is interested in playing defense whatsoever. Because the Flyers are just done with that for the season.
That's why I'm thinking maybe Bradshaw's the guy. No defense.
Yes,
no defense from the defense guy.
When I see the team protecting a lead against the Rangers by everybody cheating for the empty netter, I'm definitely thinking this is the dude I want to coach the team.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. We have seen a couple of guys. I think it was Carchidi tweeted out a video the other day in support of Bradshaw as the team's next head coach because Michkov and Tyson Foerster have been unleashed under him. And we do have a pretty interesting Tyson Foerster
kinda
hot
have.
streak going on, like 6 goals in his last 5 games. Had his first career hat trick the other night.
Mhm.
That's all well and good. We talked about this a little though on the on Thursday's mailbag. When guys get it going at this point, like we kind of got used to Morgan Frost. Like, oh yeah, first half he's useless,
Yeah.
and then, oh yeah, great. He had half of his points this season. Like after they were eliminated, way to go.
Right.
It doesn't matter. I think with younger guys that we've just seen less of, like Foerster and Michkov, and Mish has been good all year. He had that first third of the season, awesome.
Yeah.
In the middle,
Little drop off.
dropped off, absolutely. And then he's picked it up since, like, really the couple of games going into Four Nations, but especially since Four Nations. When you see Tyson Foerster get it going like this, does it matter? Are you like, oh, or is it, oh, way to go? Who cares? Doesn't matter.
No, I think it matters, especially in this circumstance, just because it does really seem like John Tortorella was a problem for a number of dudes.
Especially since, like, February, it seems.
Yeah.
Maybe since the trades. That was the end of January. So maybe the trades that got everything going and then into the deadline, it seems as if Torts was a real pain in the ass for everybody, including the GM.
Yeah, so I'm willing to chalk this up to not just them deciding to start playing in garbage time, but more of them just like having a little bit of a weight lifted. Now, obviously, if this turns into a yearly thing for Tyson Foerster like it did for Morgan Frost, now we got a problem. But like he had a hot start last season, right? Was it last season that he had a hot start?
He played well but couldn't score to start the year.
Okay, yeah.
It was like 15 games before he scored his first goal.
Yeah.
And then ended up with 20. It was like, oh, wow, that's
pretty good.
Yeah, if he just scores a couple in the first few weeks of the season, he's like a 25-goal guy. And he's kind of on pace for that now with 22 with 4 games left.
Yeah, I just feel like any like opportunity for me to believe that these kids got something in them, I'm going to take it because, you know, there have been stretches this season where I've been unsure about, like we've said 100 times this year, there were a lot of guys we thought were going to take jumps. Nobody really took a jump. So yeah, just knowing that it's still in there is good enough for me.
Well, that's like when we talked about the most improved and our guesses for who these guys would be.
Yeah.
Like Bobby Brink had a little run, but can you say, oh man, yeah, he really took a jump. Like maybe with the rest of his game, but ultimately he's going to need to score.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, he scored a little. He's looked okay.
Right.
I've liked him. I want to see more, but I can't say he's taken a huge leap. Obviously, we've spent a ton of time on Owen Tippett. Yeah, not so much. Cam York again. Yeah, not so much.
I guess Cates took a jump.
Cates. The thing about Cates, like in terms of the most improved award, is that we've set the precedent 2 years ago doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because this is like, he was the team's #1 center, essentially, the first year under Torts once he decided, like, oh, Kevin Hayes isn't a center. We don't have anyone else. Noah Cates, it's you. Like, that's kind of the way it went with him, and he had 30-something points as a rookie, and now he's doing it again. It's like, well, yeah, last year he was the 4th-line left winger, so I suppose by that standard, he is the most improved. And since we've seen, you know, Travis Sanheim do it twice, clearly that doesn't count. But like Cates and Drysdale, are there really any other even contenders?
No.
It can't be a rookie, so it can't be Michkov.
No.
Like,
no, everyone, it's I think when we look back on this season, like in hindsight, it's kind of a real weird year. I feel like in the summertime, we're going to have to do some reflecting
this may
on what
have
this year
been,
was.
I don't know if it's the same as Vigneault, where they were like, listen, we'll get an off season and everyone will get their stuff together and it'll be a clean slate and it'll be fine. And then it clearly wasn't.
Yeah.
It seems like there was more to everyone disliking John Tortorella at the end of last year, really when the scratch happened.
The Coots scratch, yeah.
So much when the team fell off, it was like, well, we got some injuries. The whole defense is hurt. We sold at the deadline.
All year, yeah.
The goalie situation just fell apart. We kind of chalked it up more to that than everyone hating Tortorella. And I do think it was more that than everyone hating Tortorella.
It's probably
but
a mixture.
There was no clean slate, I think.
No.
The way they were hoping maybe. And that kind of threw this year off. As much as like the goaltending was terrible. So what can you do?
Right.
Hit that like button, by the way. We got enough people in here that I know it's early and everything.
It's not too early to smash a like
It's
button.
never too early to smash that thumbs up button. Do it. Get us to 100 and then get us to 200. That'll show them. Who? I don't know.
They will, though.
But speaking of the goaltenders, Kelly, it'll be Sam Ersson in net, according to Jordan Hall down there at the Wells Fargo Center today. And it's been going real poorly for him since Four Nations.
One could say.
Ersson is 5-6-2 with an .844 save percentage in, I believe, 12 games since Four Nations. That's horrendous.
That's real bad.
He's got one game with a save percentage over 900 since the break. 11 starts, 12 appearances, I believe he has. And it's been terrible for him since the break. And you look at goalies this season with at least 10 starts, Henkel.
Oh, no.
The Flyers...
Oh, boy.
Alexei Kolosov, it's been bad. He's the worst statistical goalie in hockey. It is crazy to see Georgiev and Grubauer, and you look at the teams they're on, like they've gotten regular starts this year with some terrible numbers. But 2 of the 7 worst goalies in hockey statistically are the Flyers netminders.
That's so impressive.
The fact that Ersson's numbers have taken the hit to the point that they are as bad as Fedotov's, when we're like, yo, Fedotov can't be back, right? Like that's a world in which I told Charlie the other day. I think it was the show you weren't on Wednesday, or maybe pre or post that Charlie was on. I don't see a world in which Fedotov is back with the Flyers. Maybe there's injuries. Maybe he has a run with the Phantoms and they bring him up for some reason next year. But in the world where he is back with the organization and they don't come to some sort of contract negotiation, he just goes back to Russia. If he's back with the organization, I see no world where Fedotov starts the year on the Flyers roster. He has the same, obviously, like with half almost the number of starts, but Ersson's numbers are exactly the same. They have the exact same freaking numbers. Man, it might come time where we're actually shopping for 2 goalies this offseason. I keep thinking it's Ersson and somebody else.
Yeah.
What if it's Jake Allen and Alex Lyon? We go out and get both of them.
But also, now I'm thinking, are we shopping for a backup or are we shopping for a starter?
I still think...
How many games can Alex Lyon play?
I still think, given a tandem goalie's workload where it is 1 to 2 games a week and not 3 to 4 games a week, Ersson can be a fine enough tandem / backup guy.
Probably.
But I don't know. It has gone so poorly for him since the break. What is this dude? Is he even an NHL goalie? Not with those numbers.
I'm starting to wonder, because it's not as though this season there was some high level of play that dropped off once he got to too many games or something. You know
he just kept getting hurt.
He was just
He'd have a little run, get hurt, and then be bad.
Not good. Yeah. I don't. And Charlie's not here to argue with us, so I just don't know why you or me or anyone else should believe that that guy up there on the screen, midway through the worst goaltenders in the league, that's not who he is. Solid chance, this is what he is. Mm-hmm. And that's not even a 1B. That's not a 1B.
No, this is an AHL call-up that you're hoping you don't lose 3 games in a row because you're out of guys.
Yes, exactly. The kind of guy where you're oh, no.
Yeah.
Somebody's hurt. We need a goaltender who can not, a Band-Aid over this gunshot wound that we have. Maybe he'll be that guy. I don't know, man. I'm pretty out on Sam Ersson. It just doesn't seem like he's got it. But I don't know how you go out and get a start. You can't really go get a starter or a 1A this year, because anybody who's that good is probably going to want a little bit of term, right?
Yeah.
And you got these 2 kids coming. that you can't block. So I don't know. It's it's a real messy
That's
situation.
like, Zavragin is so far away. Like, to me, that's...
Is he though? Because all these Russian kids keep coming sooner
They do
now.
just keep coming over
They keep
sooner.
coming.
Goalies do seem to be different over there for the
That's
most
true.
part. Like,
They
these
don't let them
guys,
leave.
outside of Kolosov, apparently.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah, he's who knows? Like, you look at Sorokin and you look at Shesterkin, and a lot of these guys come over more in their mid-20s.
That's true.
Like, kind of finished products when they get here. But Bjarnason, like, turning pro. He's going to be, I assume, the Phantoms at least tandem or backup guy, maybe even their starter next year.
Yeah.
Like, that could be. But, man, like, the trajectory of Ersson's season, first 11 games, they're not great, but he posted 902 save percentage.
Okay.
All right, 5-2-2. We can live with that.
We'll take it.
And then he gets hurt. Like, after that, he's hurt. He's out for almost a month and comes back. All right, 856. Real bad. Out again for about 2 weeks. And then that's really when he comes back and he's pretty good for a little bit. That time after Christmas, he's back and he posts a 901 over his next 9. Not terrible. Then we go away for a little bit. It was, let's see here. Yeah, it was, 12 games, 9-12, because he had those really good games going into Four Nations.
He did.
And then since the break, like we showed you, he's at an 844. So, like, he had a good month this year. Basically, he was average or terrible with one good month in there. And now he is just completely falling apart. It's pretty clear, whether it's injuries or whatever, he cannot handle a real workload.
No,
like
he can't.
a 2 to 3 game a week guy. Clearly, he's not that. I guess I want to give him a shot to be a tandem or backup, but it's gone so poorly. He's not giving you a ton of reason to believe he's anything other than a goalie.
How long? What's his contract situation? I could look.
He is
this up.
signed through next year, I believe.
Okay, so I feel like you kind of gotta get through next year with him as something, because you're not going to trade him because no one's going to take him. And then you have to make some kind of decision, I guess, on Sam Ersson. I know Charlie's told us that the organization believes in him, but I have to wonder, like,
why?
Yeah, exactly. Like, how long do you look at these numbers? Like, what is it exactly that you're believing in? Like, are you believing that the 1 month of good is like, that's the real guy, and like the 5 months of bad are not the real? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know, but you know,
and like the second week of the season
next year.
No,
So,
like the second week of the season next year, he turns 26. It's not as if this is but he's 22 and goalies don't even play at this age. Like, that's not him anymore.
No.
He's almost 26 years old.
Yeah.
He probably is what he is at this point. And now I know Charlie would say, well, we thought that about Alex Lyon and Anthony Stolars, and that's fair. Those guys are good. Good backups.
They're good backups.
That's these guys didn't blossom into superstars.
No.
Like, they're decent enough backups.
Decent backups, yes.
Like Anthony Stolars, what the Flyers thought about him turned out to be true. He keeps getting hurt. Yeah, he's good, but he plays, like, I think his career high is like 30 games or something.
Right.
Alex Lyon, he is a steady backup. That's what he is. These guys are not Sergei Bobrovsky.
No, maybe Ersson is a solid backup.
Could be.
But, like, it's going to be hard to know that because we're not going to have a starter
There's no
next
number
year
one.
either. Yeah,
Who is going to be the starter?
We're not going to have a guy next season that can play, 55 games. Like, it's going to be him playing 55 games, and it doesn't seem like that works for him.
So we will see what we get out of Sam Ersson today. But now it's time to get to the bets. This pregame pick segment is brought to you by Bet365. Use code PHLY365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Pennsylvania. If you or somebody who knows a gambling problem wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And before I tell you what the bets are, hit the like button. Today's bet, we just have one, and we're going with the total over 6 at even money. Why wouldn't we bet the over today? We just spent 20 minutes yelling about how bad the Flyers' best goalie is. And the Flyers themselves, in front of him, they're scoring. They're not playing a ton of defense. And the Isles somehow just gave up 9 to the Rangers. And a couple of nights before that, gave up 7 to the Predators. We're talking about some of the worst teams in hockey that are just scoring at will. Patrick Roy's club has given up 4 or more in 8 of 10. That's a whole lot of goals to be giving up. And meanwhile, like Ersson has posted 1 game over 900 since the Four Nations break. That's like 12 games. It's gone real poorly defensively for both of these teams. Now, the Islanders, we take a look at them. Man, they're real bad too. Like it's kind of weird how it's
true. Lou's a genius.
Yeah, Lou is absolutely a genius.
We don't
Certainly.
understand.
You look at their leading scores. This is what blows my mind about the Islanders. Their top 3 leading scorers. Bo Horvat just turned 30. He's their leader at 54 points in 77 games. Anders Lee is 35. He's got 52 points in 78. And Kyle Palmieri, 34 years old, 48 points in 78 games. These are their 3 leading scorers. Now, Matt Barzal has been injured a ton. He's out, so that kind of kills them. But even before the injury, 20 points in 30 games for Barzal. They traded Brock Nelson, who had 43 points for them. He was their 5th leading scorer. He's 33 years old. What the hell is this? Like, how do you have this many guys in your 30s in the league now? Like,
What are they doing?
It was weird a few years ago, and now it's just so fast, and young players have taken over the league so much. Your whole team is like 32. I don't understand what the Islanders even are.
I don't know. I have a friend, Dan, that is an Islanders fan, and I don't pay attention to the Islanders because why would you do that?
Oh God, no.
So every now and again, like I just see him like tweeting through it, and I'm like, what's happening up on Long Island? And then I look and I'm like, oh God, they're an absolute disaster. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the path forward is. I don't know what the plan is. Whole team's a disaster. Like, if you ever want to feel bad about the road that the Flyers are on, just look at the Islanders, and then you could be like, all right, it's not so bad. We'll figure it out.
Looking at the Islanders, so Anthony Duclair signed with them this offseason. 4 years, $3.5 million per year.
Cut his hair because Lou's a guy.
Yeah. A full no-trade clause. First year of a 4-year deal with a full no-trade. Patrick Roy criticized him in the media on April 1st, said he was god-awful. He's not moving his feet. He's not competing. The next day at practice, they sit down, have a meeting, and Duclair just kind of gone. I'm taking some time.
I don't need this.
I'm taking a leave of absence. I'll see you later.
Need this from you.
Like, what is going on with this team that was a couple of years ago, nobody believed in them. They go to back-to-back conference finals, and it's like, well, I guess we have to start believing in them because they keep winning.
That kept happening. It was very strange.
As soon as we all just decided, I guess they're good, they became terrible.
Yeah.
And they're just continuing to be terrible. They are 8 points behind Montreal for the second wild card with 4 games left. Which means as soon as they don't pick up a point, they're out.
Right.
If they don't win today, I guess they're basically eliminated. Maybe Montreal has to pick up a point or something. But if you're 8 points out with 4 games left, math tells me you need to win to not get the little E next to your name.
I think it might be it for them.
They're not officially eliminated, but yes, they are.
Not now, but yeah, I think if they lose today, I think if we beat them, that might be it for them.
It seems as if they need a couple of points to stay in it.
But, who
the hell knows with what they're doing? Maybe this is a team we can kind of pick some of the bones of. How old is Noah Dobson? Can we get him? How do we get some of these?
What do they got at center? What do they got going on there?
Barzal,
Lou's very old. You can probably confuse him into trading you somebody for nothing.
I just feel like he's never going to do. He's just done. Like he's like, no, this is the team I have, and I will do nothing else.
I mean,
I don't care.
Maybe
he's going to force them to do something after they took away their All-Star game next year. Like the NHL is running some sort of contest right now, and you can tell they want to be like, win tickets to the All-Star game, but it's just win tickets to a 2025-26 NHL event because there ain't going to be an All-Star game, even though the Islanders already started advertising it.
So whatever.
So it's going to be like Hockey Fest or something.
The least popular outdoor game. That's the one you're going to. The one they can't sell tickets to, whichever one that is.
Yes, whichever stadium series event is
whatever,
like
Chicago versus somebody.
Yes, Chicago, Columbus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be the one.
Yeah. That's the way it's going to be. All right, before we get out of here, got a couple of really fun events coming up here at PHLY that I want to tell you about. Got to tell you, you always should be checking allphly.com and go to that events calendar and bookmark it because we always have really fun stuff on the horizon. The very first thing I have to tell you about is the PHLY NFL Draft Day Summit. It is Thursday, April 17th. It is coming up, and you can join Anthony Gargano and Fran Duffy and basically the whole crew except for us because we're going to be covering a game that night because the Flyer season never ends, apparently.
Oh, come on.
I know. I want to do this, quite honestly. This seems like a lot of fun. Just hang out at J.D. McGillicuddy's from 6 to 8 on April 17th. Have some Pabst Lights and talk some freaking NFL draft. It is going to be a great time. Come on out. It's J.D. McGillicuddy's from 6 to 8 p.m. on April 17th. That's 111 Cotton Street in Manayunk. It's going to be a great time. And I didn't even know Pabst had a light. I looked it up last night. It exists. I'm excited about that. And I'm really happy to have a pretty cool beer sponsor going for that. That is going to be a ton of fun. And then we're not sure of the date because the NHL hasn't told us yet. But we are having a draft lottery party for diehards only. Go to allphly.com to RSVP. But we are fairly certain it is either going to be May 5th or 6th. Time TBD. We'll let you know as soon as we know. But it's going to be here at the PHLY studio for diehards. If you're not a diehard, go to allphly.com, sign up to be one. And I'm not going to tell you to wait till Monday because maybe there'll be a discount. But maybe wait till Monday because perhaps there'll be a discount to sign up to be a diehard.
What?
I don't know, but this is a diehard-only event. We're going to have a live reaction show. We're going to watch the lottery together. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to cross our fingers that the Flyers can move up and at least not move down in the NHL draft. It is going to be a great time here at the PHLY studio. We're down near 10th and Spring Garden behind the Union Transfer. So it's real easy to find. Gonna be a cool time. Come on out. That is the draft lottery party for us. There will also be a Sixers draft lottery party. That is on May 12th. Come on out for that as well. Also a diehard event. Same deal. Gonna have a ton of fun as we all cross our fingers for our tanking winter teams to not have wasted really, really bad seasons. That's what it comes down to.
Solidarity.
This determines whether or not the Flyers and Sixers seasons were a complete waste of time or not.
Well.
And on Tuesday, May 6th, we're also going to have another Fran's film session at a diehard-only event. You come on out to the PHLY studios. There's food. There's drinks. It's a great time. Proceeds for the event get donated to charity. It's really cool. But nobody breaks down film like Fran Duffy. And you get to hang out with him and hang out with PHLY personalities here. Check it all out. Make sure you go to allphly.com/events and bookmark it because we always have really cool stuff going with that. All right. And this has been PHLY Flyers Pregame presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use code PHLY365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Make sure you hit that like button. And while you're there, it's right next to it. Follow us here on YouTube and set that reminder bell so you never miss a live show. We'll be back with post-game as soon as this thing goes final, so make sure you join us here for that. Follow along today at PHLY_Flyers on Twitter. It's where I do all my in-game tweeting. And follow the podcast wherever you get those. Just search PHLY Flyers. That's it for us. I am Bill Matz. That is Kelly Hinkle. Until post-game, let's go tank.
We all silly like the mayor.